Hey there, Sunbeams. It's Camille here, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited to share this video with you. Honestly, it's been a long time coming. This is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and so I'm so excited to share this with you and tell you about the oatmeal, coconut cream, and honey soap we're bringing to Ilawan Soaps. So let's get into it. So, first off, I've already gone ahead and I've melted my oils and created my lye. So now I'm adding coconut cream. This is my twist on the OG classic oatmeal, milk, and honey soap. It's really a staple with any soap business. Now I'm just adding honey to my warmed oils, and I'm doing it this way because my oils have just melted, my butters that is. So it's going to really help with dissolving the coconut cream. It's just 100% pure coconut cream, nothing else, and the raw honey, and just help bring that temperature down. And this is the process I use in general. I'll use the warm oils and everything to melt my coconut oil, which will help bring the temperature down closer to the temperature my lye is at. And I normally soap at around 90 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or anywhere between 80 to 90 degrees. Usually, I make sure that my oils and my lye are within 100 degrees of each other. And this is just the process that I do it, so that way, like, I'm slowly melting the butters so they're still retaining their properties without absolutely scorching them. And now to bring the temperature down even more, I'm adding my room temp oils. This is my olive oil and castor oil. And yeah, so it's really just the same basic process aside from just adding the raw honey and the coconut cream to the warmed oils. So obviously, when you're dealing with lye, you always want to be safe. So we're putting our gloves on. My goggles are right there. I'm going to put those on in a second. And then we're going to go ahead and add our lye solution and get mixing. And this soap was really important to me, and it means a lot to me because the very first bar soap I ever tried was an oatmeal milk and honey soap, and it's really what got me obsessed with soap, and the whole soap making process, and it really opened my eyes to the world that is soap making. And so the thing is that oatmeal milk and honey soap, it has a very distinct scent, and it has a very distinct fragrance. It's nutty like almonds, it's sweet, it's kind of earthy, it's very calming and relaxing, it's very comforting. And that's what I love about it. It's very comforting, and it as a year-round scent. A lot of times we think of comforting scents, we think of fall, but oatmeal milk and honey as a fragrance oil is very comforting year round, and that's what makes it so popular, aside from the scent, but also because of the oatmeal and the honey and the milk. If you Regardless of what milk you use, it's great for all skin types, especially sensitive skin. It's a gentle exfoliant because of the oatmeal. But the only thing is, as a natural skincare company, we pride ourselves in making natural soaps, using essential oils, high quality ingredients. It's impossible to find a natural oatmeal milk and honey fragrance that can actually work in cold processed soap. So now I'm adding my fragrance oil blend, which I'll get to in a second, because this is really what brings it all together, and this is what I'm so excited about. But this essential oil blend is the work that I put into replicating this soap, because like I said, all of the fragrances that are out there are synthetic fragrances, and we try to stay away from them. And then there are natural fragrances which use, the isotopes of different plants to mimic the scent. And they are better than using synthetic fragrance, but they're very fragile. And by fragile, I mean they can't withstand a lot of high temperatures. They can't take the heat. Natural fragrance oils can't take the heat, so they got to get out the kitchen, which is why you'll find that natural fragrance oils tend to be used in a lot of skin products as far as lotion and things like that. And and they do well in melt and pour soap because melt and pour soap doesn't get that hot. So my mission was to find a way to replicate that classic oatmeal milk and honey scent. The trial was, how can I create this classic nutty, sweet, comforting scent using essential oils? Because that's really what it boils down to. A lot of people make oatmeal milk and honey soap that's unscented, but I really wanted this to be scented because that was my first introduction to bar soap, and that's really what made me fall in love with soap making. And so I was doing a lot of research, and ChatGPT is my best friend. ChatGPT, regardless of how you feel about AI, it has made things so much easier for me. And you can see that I just added the oatmeals at this point. And I'm gonna keep adding them because it didn't seem like enough. And so what I did was I just went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, this is what the classic oatmeal milk and honey's like. These are the notes and the tones of it. What are some essential oils that might be able to replicate that scent? And it gave me a list of different essential oils, and one of them that came up was clary sage. Now, prior to this, I had never heard of clary sage. And so I looked it up, and the more I found out about it, I was like, okay, well, it's kind of earthy and floral, kind of like lavender, but it has a very distinct nutty note and a very like sweet underlying tone. And I was like, well, this sounds like the original synthetic fragrance of the oatmeal milk and honey. Let's try it out. So I finally got the clary sage in. I smelled it and I was instantly in love. I can use clary sage by itself 100%. I think it's great. It very much has that earthy, floral scent. Like I said, very calming, like lavender, but it does have this very distinct nuttiness and this underlying sweetness, like honey, that it is present. So I was like, this is a great foundation to replicating this scent. So then I started adding some sweet orange essential oil to it because I felt like it wasn't sweet enough. And then once I started playing with the ratios, I found the perfect blend. The perfect blend, you guys. You cannot, I cannot express enough how excited I was when I mixed it together and I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is oatmeal milk and honey to a T. It's not exactly as far as traditionally, but it's earthy, it's floral, it's so calming and comforting. It's just sweet like honey. And I'm just, y'all, I have not been able to stop smelling it. It is my favorite soap. I know I love my other soaps, they're my babies, but this is probably the only soap I'm ever going to use because I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, now that I've had my spiel on that. And so that's how I came up with the scent. And honestly, I think if you've tried oatmeal milk and honey soap, especially the traditional ones that use synthetic fragrance, and you try this one, I think you'll find that it's very, very similar. And this is why I'm so proud of this soap, because it really is my favorite soap. Like, as far as the kind of soaps that are out there, this is my favorite soap. And it's really close and personal to me, like I said, because it's the first soap I ever tried. And it's the one that got me interested in soap making. So to be able to recreate it and in a natural formula using essential oils is just so amazing to me and so satisfying. And I'm so in love with this formula, and I'm so in love with this bar soap, and I just want to share it with y'all. So let's talk a little bit about what makes this bar soap good, what makes it different from the other ones, and why these ingredients work so well together. So the first thing, obviously, is honey, right? So honey is just, honestly, it's great in your food. It's great for breakfast. It's great for tea. We love us some honey. So one thing that's pretty well known about honey is that it's very moisturizing. It's a natural humectant, meaning it attracts and retains moisture to your skin, which is great because my formula is already designed to be moisturizing, so it's really helping to draw that moisture to you. It's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, it has a load of antioxidants which help to protect the skin from environmental damage, and it really helps with the healing process as a result. And obviously it has very soothing and calming effects that help reduce redness and irritation. I mean, that's just the honey we're talking about here. And so instead of milk, I use coconut cream. And it's not for any particular reason, but I just thought coconut cream would be a really good fit. And in my research, I found that coconut cream is really deeply moisturizing. It's rich in fatty acids that really help to moisturize and hydrate the skin. It helps reinforce the skin barrier and like trap moisture inside and protect it against harmful microorganisms. Again, antioxidant properties. We love antioxidants. They're so good for us. It's softening and it makes the skin feel soft and smooth, and supposedly anti-aging. It helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles through its nourishing properties. So again, just a powerhouse of different properties that are so good for us. Next, we have the amazing oatmeal, which is soothing, moisturizing, cleansing with its like natural exfoliant capabilities, anti-inflammatory, and skin protective. So you see how all these things just compound on each other, which makes it such a great bar of soap. So now, as you can see, I'm cutting up the soap. I have started doing soap favors now. So if anyone's interested in getting soap favors for weddings, engagement parties, birthday parties, I actually just did an order for a Sweet 16 that went really well. It was super well received. Even the teenagers absolutely love the soap, so that made me happy. And then I also have it for my full-size bars. But yeah, and now for the essential oil blend, really just my pride and joy. It's clary sage, helps with regulating sebum production, balancing both dry and oily skin types, helps with stress reduction. It's known for its calming effects, which can reduce stress and promote relaxation. And when used in aromatherapy, that's why I tell y'all I keep smelling this bar all the time, and all the people I've been around continuously smell the bar too. It's antibacterial, it's loaded with antioxidants, and the big thing that really interested in me when I was looking into clary sage was the hormonal balance. It's often used to help hormones or to help balance your hormones, which can positively affect skin health. And then the last thing is the sweet orange essential oil. It's cleansing with this high vitamin C content and helps cleanse and purify the skin. It's brightening and helps improve your skin texture. It has a very uplifting aroma. It's loaded with antioxidants and is anti-inflammatory. So you can see just from these ingredients, we're getting a lot of antioxidants. We're getting a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, a lot of moisturizing, a lot of soothing, and it's honestly, the formula is so good. I'm so proud of it, and I couldn't have asked for a better bar. If I'm being honest, I think it's absolutely phenomenal. It's been my dream to make this soap as using natural ingredients for so long, and so now to finally be able to do it, to have it, and feel that love and excitement like I did the very first time all those years ago, over a decade ago now, is just absolutely amazing. So I hope you'll try it. I know you'll love it. They'll be ready on April 22nd for order, and I can't wait for you guys to try it out for yourself. Like I said, I know you're gonna love it. But until then, that's all I have for you, my darlings. I hope you have a great night or a great day whenever you're watching this. And as always, I'm giving you my love, sending you my light. I'll see you soon.